Car motherfucking talk time. All right. So, I had this thought while I was getting done doing my cardio. And I was driving back home from the gas station because I had to put some gas in my car. Also, get me a Gatorade. This thought dawned upon me. You're gonna come across two types of people, in this lifetime. Okay. You're going to come across people that are chasing purpose, and you're going to come across people that are chasing pleasure. And I'm going to teach you how to identify both of them. All right? Because people are always running towards purpose, right? And their purpose is their being for being on this earth. They're usually building something. They're usually trying to become something. Okay? Because your purpose is to become the best version of yourself. When you're in your purpose, you're trying to become this person that is capable of pulling off your purpose. Or you're that person that's chasing pleasure. And usually these people that are chasing pleasure have not found out what their purpose is. And since they have not found out what their purpose is, they run towards pleasure. And pleasure seeking, right, is something that we all go through. It's something that I went through all the way from 18 to 26. I'm 27, about to turn 28. And I'm just now finding out like my sole purpose. I found out about it about a year ago. My purpose is to help men get in the best shape of their life and use my platform to inspire thousands, if not millions of people. But really, I'm just focused on just if this video can just help one person. If one person were just to comment on this video and be like, hey, this video changed my life, I'll be good. All right. If I post 1,000 videos after this and just one person every day told me, right, hey, this video really changed my life, I'd be fulfilled. I honestly would be fulfilled. I wouldn't need shit else, okay, besides the gym. But back to the purpose. Back to what I was trying to say, the message. When you guys are walking amongst the earth and you're looking at people, the people that you're looking at, they're either chasing pleasure or they're chasing their purpose. Now, the people who are usually chasing their purpose, okay, are usually entrepreneurs. Because entrepreneurs are building something. They're building a reality. They're building a service. They're creating content. They're creating something that the world has never seen or didn't think was possible. People who are chasing their purpose are usually professional athletes, CEOs, actors, and painters, and engineers, and scientists. Those are people usually chasing purpose. They are really honing in on their craft and trying to get really good at their God-given gifts. They're trying to hone in on their God-given gifts and make the most out of them. Now, honestly, I'm a firm believer that everybody on this earth was born with a talent. Everybody on this earth was born with a talent. But everyone was not born with the vision or the awareness to be able to see their talents unfold. So you will have people that are very talented, but they can't see that they're talented, right? You'll also have some people, right, who have these God-given talents, but are too afraid, right, to go out and make them public due to the fear of judgment, the fear of criticism, the fear of failure. So you will have these people who are very talented, but they don't put their talents out there because they're afraid of how they will be perceived. And then you have these people who don't even know that they're talented, right? And you'll have these people that are pleasure seekers. Now, what are pleasure seekers? Pleasure seekers, okay, are people that have given up on their talents. They've given up on what they dreamed about doing, right? And they settled for something that they don't like doing. These are usually 9-to-5 workers. These are usually people that are not doing what they want to do. Ultimately, people that work all week and then live for the weekend. Those are pleasure seekers. Pleasure seekers are people that don't really like their job, but they're always trying to jump in between relationship to relationship to relationship. Pleasure seekers are dudes, or maybe even women, who go sleep with everybody, right? Trust me, because I know this. I did the shit too, right? Pleasure seeking is, hey, we going to the club, let's get fucked up and let's go talk to some bitches, right? My bad. I told myself I would never call a woman that again. But let's go talk to some girls, right? Those are pleasure seekers. They're seeking, right, the next pleasurable moment because they're trying to fill in this void of not being able to pull off their purpose or feel like they can't find their purpose. So they're always seeking pleasure to fill that void. And I'm going to tell you something about these pleasure seekers. They will never, ever be able to fill that void by constantly pleasure seeking. Ever. They'll never be able to do it. Because for example, the man who sleeps with all these girls because he's seeking pleasure, in order for him to get more pleasure, he has to sleep with more and more and more and more women. And what happens if you just keep on sleeping with woman after woman after woman after woman, right? You're going to catch some shit, or you're going to have a child. Life is going to humble you very quick. I know people who are obsessed with sleeping with the next girl, and now they have some type of incurable disease now. I know people personally, right, who have turned and pleasure seeking is also like people who are addicted to drugs and alcohol. I know people who literally were addicts when it comes to turning up, and they're still addicts. They still got to drink. They still got to turn up, right? They still got to have a good time. They still got to get some alcohol in their system, right? And the only problem with this stuff is because you get desensitized to it after a minute. The only problem with consistently seeking pleasure is you're never filled, because the more people you sleep with, the more you have to sleep with more and more people just to get somewhat fill that void, right? You have to drink more alcohol and smoke more weed to try to fill that void that's in your soul. That void that you're feeling in your soul, right, can only be filled if you find your purpose. You need to find out what you were created on this earth to do. You have to find what you're passionate about. And the only way that I was able to find that, right? The only way I was able to find that was finding out what I love to do, right? The only how I was able to find my purpose, right? I look like a damn scary movie. Okay, no, this is kind of cool right here. The only way I was able to find my purpose was through being at my low point, right? Being at a very low point in my life, looking myself in the mirror, right? And saying that I had to change. And when that happened, my friend, right, hit me up and said, hey, bro, you should start working out with me, bro. And that was the sign right there. That's what started everything. If he hadn't hit me up to go work out with him for the summer, I don't know where I would be at right now. Because that summer honestly changed my life. I found my grind. I found my purpose to wake up every day and grind. So when I started going to the gym, right, I started loving it. I started thinking about it, when I started thinking about it at work, right? I started thinking about it at school, right? When I wasn't in the gym, I didn't feel alive. And you'll know when you find your purpose, right? And you'll know what you're here on this earth to do. When you can do something, right, all the time and never get tired of it. When you do it and the time seems to pass by effortlessly. When you do it, right, and you'll do it for free. I work out for free. I would train people for free if I didn't have to pay bills, right? You know when you found your purpose, right? When you're so passionate about it. When I first was in the gym, man, I loved it so much. It changed my whole life. It taught me discipline. The life is really like the gym, right? Now you won't understand that until you embark on your fitness journey a little bit more, but life is like the gym. When I first started, I didn't think the gym has honestly given me a job. It has given me the opportunity to impact a lot of people. And it also has given me the opportunity, right, to be with great people, meet great people. Just that dumbbell. Just by me just locking in and saying, I'm about to take this shit seriously. Right? I'll never work a job another day in my life because my craft, right, is my purpose. I no longer chase pleasure. I don't. Does that mean that I don't give in to pleasure sometimes? Oh, hell yeah, I do. But I'm just human, right? Every day, I chase my purpose. And I want you to be able to know when you're pleasure seeking versus when you're purpose driven. I want you to be able to tell when other people, right, are pleasure seeking or if they're purpose driven. Right? You know when you're pleasure seeking when you're snacking late at night. You know you're pleasure seeking when you're itching to fuck that next girl. You know you're pleasure seeking when you're at home by yourself and you're like, oh shit, man, I could just, jack off real quick. You're pleasure seeking. You're pleasure seeking when you eat all that fucking disgusting fast food shit, right? Them nasty burgers and french fries and shit like that. You know you're pleasure seeking when you do that. You know you're pleasure seeking when you're scrolling social media for hours. You're pleasure seeking. You're pleasure seeking. You know you're pleasure seeking when you just want some alcohol for no reason. Oh, I just want to drink because I had a long week. You're pleasure seeking. You'll know when you're purpose driven, like myself, when you start making content to help other people, despite being scared to talk on camera. You'll know you're purpose driven when you only think about being successful and helping the next person over having fun. You know, you're going to know when you're purpose driven, when being successful, right, at your craft is more important or is more fun than what you thought fun was. You'll know when you're purpose driven, right? When you create a service and you become an entrepreneur. You'll know when you're purpose driven, right? When you start connecting with God, right? And have him teach you, right? And actually open your heart to him. You'll know when you're purpose driven, when anything else that doesn't align with your outcome is cut out of your life, except for getting the results that you want. You cut them out. You'll know when you're purpose driven when you start taking your health and your fitness more seriously. and you strive to be the best version of yourself for you, and you truly strive for it, not that on and off shit, but you truly strive for it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Being purpose-driven honestly is a beautiful thing. It is. But it's hard. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you like it's easy. It's Valentine's Day right now. And I just got done shooting and doing cardio. I had to be away from my girl for an hour and a half on Valentine's Day because I had to finish up my cardio and shoot this YouTube video. Your purpose takes you away from the people that you love. Your purpose makes you sacrifice who you once were for who it wants you and needs you to be able to lead the thousands of people that need your message. It's not easy. It's a big sacrifice. There's some days that I sit actually in my room, right? And I'm like, man, I gotta wake up and do this shit again. There's many times on this prep and on, because I've been fucking up on prep. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here. But there's many times on this prep, right? And when I work out and when I'm shooting this content that I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't want to do this shit no more. And I just want to quit. I really do. I want to quit content many times. I wanted to quit content many times. I wanted to throw my business I just wanted to throw my business in the towel, like just throw it in. Like I just want to throw in the towel when it came to my business many times. But I didn't. There's just something in me that just won't let me quit. I don't know if it's stubbornness. I don't know if it's just like pride. I don't know what it is, but it won't let me quit. I've always had that. Like there was something in me, like in basketball, when shit got too hard, I just couldn't quit. When it came to pledging, I wanted to quit, but it just something just wouldn't let me quit. I don't know what it is. When you find your pleasure, when you find your purpose, you guys, the world will bend to you and everything will be easier. But you will have to sacrifice. You will. Because once you find your purpose, it's like, yeah, this is a great thing. But it requires all your time, your energy, and your focus. And then when you don't give it attention, right, your purpose, like whatever your purpose is, right, when you don't give it your all or you don't give it your attention, right, the way that you should have, it begins to gnaw at your mind and your brain. And while you're with other people, you're thinking about, shit, I didn't post that content. Shit, I didn't do that last minute bit of cardio. Shit, I didn't do that workout yesterday. Damn, I did go over those macros. You can't even stay focused. You can't even stay focused on the person in front of you because you didn't focus on your purpose that day. Your focus and your purpose are connected. When you don't give your purpose enough time each and every day and you don't give it your all, your purpose is going to gnaw at your brain and it won't let you be a regular person anymore. It will force you to be somebody else. But that somebody else is going to be somebody greater. All right? I'll catch you guys later.